Morning, morning. What's going on? Happy Monday, y'all. How is it going? This is Cathy McReynolds, your fun, money, and skill coach, coming to you early Monday morning. What's going on, guys? Did you have a great weekend? I hope you did. I'm actually sharing to a few of the groups that we have out there, so give me a second as I go ahead and get that share on. So how are you guys doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's morning with McReynolds. How about that? It ain't easy being cheesy this early in the morning. So what we're going to talk about this morning, guys, is just gaining clarity. And I'm going to give you 6 questions that you want to ask yourself. And I thought, you know what? On a Monday morning, this is a good thing to get you through your week and to get started with. And it's also Money Monday, and I will be posting something on that later. But let's go ahead and dive right in. So what we're going to talk about today is clarity. And these 6 questions, getting that. I call it your CCMP, your clear, concise mental picture. Do you have a clear, concise mental picture of what you desire and what you want to have in life? So you want to be able to dig deep. You know, you can have a surface answer, or you can dig deep. And when you dig deep is when you begin to make changes. Think of all the changes that you've made in your life thus far. It wasn't, you know, sometimes we have those just that we make that decision and we make that change immediately. And then sometimes you just take some time to be by yourself and you make that deep decision. You're like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I want out of life. That's your clear, concise mental picture. So I'm going to give you 6 questions to help you come up with that clear, concise mental picture. Number 1, can you state in 10 words or less? In 10 words or less, can you state exactly what you want out of life? In 10 words or less, can you state exactly what you want out of life? Like, okay, so I want to leave a legacy for my family of $1 million plus. 10 words, okay? So get it down to 10 words or less. 10. Just count your fingers and count your words. That's clarity. So you don't even have to think about it. It's just automatic. So take some time to sit down and create what you desire in 10 words or less. So that's number 1. Number 2, I know the exact amount of money I want to have. That's big. Because think of it this way, you know, a lot of times when I'm working with people and I'm talking to them, I'll go, okay, so how much money do you want to make part-time? And they'll go, well, I don't know, just enough to pay my bills. Or I don't know, like it's very hard for people to give that exact number of what they want to make. That's important. You have to decide what you desire. I'll never forget, I always think about this story when I think about asking for money. I think I was about, 23, 24, and we were having a review. You know, I was working for a company then, and we were having our daily reviews, and I'll never forget that, you know, I had an excellent review. The guy gave me a 10% raise. Mr. Dorian, I'll never forget his name, was when I was in retail management. So at 23, that 10% raise would have took me to 40 grand. And I thought, you know, all the hours and the time that I put in there, it just didn't make sense to my 23-year-old mind at that time. So I'll never forget telling him, like, well, hey, I appreciate you giving me this raise, but I feel that, you know, the store in one day could do 40,000. I just feel like, I don't know, in my mind at that time, at 23, I felt I should have been making 60,000. And I'll never forget him leaning back in his chair, folding his arms and saying, he said in his 30 years, he had never had anyone challenge him on money. Of course, so I got a little scared then. I'm like, because I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to. All I knew is I was speaking what I felt I deserved. And he actually gave it to me. He gave me what I deserved. So that taught me a lesson. Ask for what you want, because you just might get it. And then as I began to grow and learn and read books like Think and Grow Rich and different things like that, that's so important. You have to put a price on what you think you're worth. And then you can always go up. You know, if you think you should earn $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, if you think you should make part-time $500, $1,000, $10,000, you know, whatever you think, decide that price. Because once you decide it, things begin to happen to help you to get what you desire. So that's number 2. Know exactly the amount of money you want to have. Number 3, instead of goals, do you have obsessions? Do you have, you know, instead of like a goal, like what are you obsessed about? How do you know you're obsessed? Someone's having a conversation with you and like you hear them, but in your mind, you're thinking about that next idea. In your mind, you're thinking about how can I do something? Like, how can I make this happen? Like you wake up thinking about it. You go to bed thinking about it. It's like that first love that you've ever had. Like or whenever you fall in love, you're like constantly having that person on your mind. That's how your goals have to be. When they're constantly on your mind nonstop, that's an obsession with it. That means that you're going to make some things happen. You're going to do some different things. Number 4, I am certain of which people and philosophies that I believe in. There's so much noise out there online. There's so much noise in life. So what are you certain of? What do you believe in? Who are you following? Pick 3 to 5 people, guys, because if it's not in alignment with your goals, as soon as you see something over here, great, you're going to go there. As soon as you see something here, great, you're going to go there. Just draw a line in the sand and say, okay, this is what I believe. Now, you always have the right to change your mind, but get to this point and see if that person can take you to the next point. So make sure you know what philosophies that you believe in. Like if you're listening in to me every single day, then I have a philosophy that you believe in, and I can help take you to that next level that you want to go to. So if you're listening to someone else, then maybe they have a philosophy, or you got a combination of the both people having that philosophy. So know what that is. And then number 5, my goals are consistent with my belief. You know, if you believe one thing, but you're doing something else, that's inconsistency. Sometimes that goes like in, you know, you hear people saying, oh, I'm doing this job, but I hate it. Or they're not, you know, maybe they're selling. Like I know people always approaching me like, you know, hey, can you sell these magical pills that you take? And I'm like, no, because I don't believe in putting stuff like that in my body. So I could never promote something like that. I couldn't promote something I don't believe in, because it would just be like me telling a lie to someone, and that wouldn't be good. So do you believe in it? Do you absolutely 100% believe in the philosophies that you're talking about or that you're promoting? And then number 6, the final one, are your actions. Action, action, action. You got to get some action. Are your actions consistent with your beliefs? Because if your actions are not consistent with your belief, guess what? It's not going to work. If you don't put in action, you can sit there and do all 5 of those things that I talked about. But if you don't get up every single day and have action towards what you believe in, and income producing action, know exactly what you need to do so that you can make the money that you already decided that you need to make. And all of that is like, it just flows, you know, when you get in that perfect rhythm, you know, or you're in that song and you're just like, yes, you feel it. That's how you want it to be. You want to feel what you desire. Then that way you can impact more people. Everybody wins when you're in the zone. So guys, I hope that brought you value. I truly, truly appreciate you. And great to join y'all early in the morning. Have a great day. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.